and welcome to another episode of the Marco Podcast.
Hello, everyone. So, guess what? We are in the final countdown of 2023. We need to get ready for it. And so, today I just want to talk about getting organized and getting yourself prepared for the new year and not waiting until the new year. You can set goals at any time of the year. Setting goals and resolutions and all of that is not just reserved for the new year. Today, we're going to talk about setting some organizing goals and just getting prepared for 2024 and not waiting until 2024 is knocking on the door or putting its foot in the door to be like, ooh, I need to get organized and I need to do this. So let's start that now. So one thing that you can do is that you can set goals. And so y'all know that I'm all about making lists and goals and tracking them and checking stuff off. But keep your goals realistic and simple. And break down your bigger goals into smaller goals. So if your goal is to deep clean your whole house, okay, you're clearly not going to get that done in one day. So break it down into a smaller goal. Okay, my goal is to deep clean my whole house. Let me break that down room by room. Smaller goals. And so you can cross those off as you do it. And then also set priorities. So once you decide what your goals are, prioritize them by which one makes the most sense for you to start with. Plan. Y'all, it's time to get a planner. So I'm not as excited about my planner this year as I have been in previous years. If you listen to my episode on planners, I talked all about my process for getting a planner and all that. If you haven't listened, go back and listen to it. I'll link it in the show notes. But yes, so I'm not super excited about my planner for next year. I can't remember if I said this or not. If I did, please forgive me. But I wanted to try doing an academic planner, an academic school year planner. I haven't done one since I was in college, but I'm it just makes more sense now with having a kid in school that you can just do the academic planner. And so I didn't want to get rid of my other planner that I spent so much time making last year. So I got the academic planner. And so since August, I've just been writing in both of them. And I just got a little cheaper academic planner and I didn't customize it or anything like that. So I'm not super excited about it. I am still going to use it though. And because I'm the academic year will be over. So I'll probably start in December or January looking at my academic planner for the next year. But I digress. Get a planner. Get yourself a physical planner. Or if you're into digital planners, or if you want to do a digital planner, get yourself a digital planner. Just get yourself a planner. And then also set up a command center in your home. It can be one of the old school calendars that you just flip up each month. It can be a dry erase calendar, but just get yourself a calendar and set up a command center in your home. And then also use your calendar app on your phone. And you can go ahead now in November and you can start making note of important dates. You can start writing down birthdays. You can start setting reminders for things that you already know are coming up. If you have a wedding coming up in 2024, go ahead and put it on the calendar. If you already know the date for your kid's spring recital or prom or spring ball or any of that stuff, add it to the calendar. If you have any trips planned for work or personal or anything like that, go ahead and put those on the calendar. And by putting them on the calendar now, this will help you plan other events that come up throughout the year. And it'll also keep you from not overcommitting yourself or overcommitting your family. And just make sure to keep your calendar updated. But most importantly, you have to use it. Use it and update it. Another thing that you can do is that you can start creating a weekly schedule for yourself and for your big tasks that you have to do, such as grocery shopping or laundry or yard work. So you don't feel like you're just always doing it every day and don't have time for it. And give stuff a home so that you can easily find it. And so what I mean by that is find a location for your keys, whether it's a bowl or a hook or a certain place on the counter, just some place that okay, this is where my keys live. If I'm not out and about, this is where the keys live. This is where the remote lives. This is where the scissors live so that you can easily find it. So speaking of scissors, funny story. The other day I'm sitting at my desk and I go to reach for my scissors and I can't find them. And I'm okay, where are my scissors at? And so these are not the available to everyone in the house scissors. These are the scissors that sit in my office for my personal use that are not supposed to be touched by anyone else. So I asked Nobody knows where they are. So the next day, I go to use my stapler. And I'm like, okay, where's my stapler at? Here goes my son. Mommy, I think your stapler is under your bed. Why? Why is my stapler under there? And why are you looking under the bed? And again, how did the stapler get under there? He goes and he gets the stapler from me. And I was like, well, are my scissors under there too? And he's like, no, I didn't see the blue scissors. I'm like, okay, cool. But then as I was sitting down writing out this episode, I remember that when I was packing for our cruise, I took the scissors and the stapler into our room. Because I had to cut out our luggage tags and I had to staple the luggage tags to the bag. And so I guess I forgot to return them back to their home. So I can't blame the husband for misplacing the scissors. But make sure that everything has a home. And get rid of unnecessary paperwork. It's the end of the year. You're probably getting all kind of different papers in your benefit statement, anything like that. You're probably just getting all kinds of paper. And so just go ahead and sort through the paper and get rid of it. If it's something that's confidential, go ahead and shred it. If it's something that needs to be thrown out, just go ahead and throw it away. And start a routine. Again, kind of similar to creating yourself a weekly schedule. But just also start some type of routine. And I've talked about routines before in another episode as well. So I'm not going to dive too deep into that. Another good thing that you can do is you can create a budget. So the B word, budget, is like my least favorite word and one of my least favorite things to do. But at some point in time, we have to be an adult and we have to create budgets and spend our money wisely and, make financially conscious decisions. Is that the word that I'm looking for? Make financially conscious decisions. So let's do that. Let's start getting our finances organized. And I will actually have an episode coming up soon about like how to get your finances organized. So let's start working on that as well. And so I want to touch back on it again, like goals. So deep cleaning. And like I said, do one room a day. So depending on how many rooms you have and how big they are, that'll determine how much work actually needs to be done. So you can even break this down into even smaller goals. So you can say, I want to deep clean. And then you can say, okay, I want to deep clean one room a day. Okay, well, my living room's pretty big. So my living room is going to take me more than one day. So my living room is going to take me, I'm going to set aside 2 days to deep clean my living room. Then I'm going to take a break and then I'm going to come back and clean the next room and just repeat that cycle until it's done, until you finish your deep cleaning or until you finish your goals. And also make a list of things that need to be repaired. You need light bulbs that need to be fixed. So you need to add that to your list to get light bulbs. Your doorknobs are loose. You need a new lawnmower. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there, but whatever it is in your house that needs to be repaired, you need to paint something or you need to you need to do some touch-up paint. Make a list of stuff that you need to do so that you can start looking through that and you can start prioritizing that and then going out and getting the supplies that you need as your time becomes available. And then if you're donating items, start setting up times for organizations to come pick them up, because a lot of organizations will come pick stuff up if you schedule it and you make appointments for it. But just keep in mind that, again, it is the end of the year, so everyone has like the same thoughts and the same ideas in mind of getting rid of stuff so they can get new stuff for the holidays and the New Year's. So just go ahead and start actually scheduling appointments to donate for the donation places to come pick them up. And by scheduling those appointments, that will also actually help you to go ahead and start. It'll motivate you to go ahead and start getting those tasks done so that when the time for the delivery comes, when the time for the pickup comes, that the stuff is already ready. And that'll more than likely make you procrastinate a little bit less if you're a procrastinator. And also another note that I want to put out there is that if you're just throwing stuff out, like if your couch is just way too bad to donate and you're just going to get rid of it, please schedule a bulk pickup with your trash company. I am so tired of seeing couches on the side of the road because the trash people didn't pick them up on trash day because nobody scheduled a bulk pickup. So let's schedule those bulk pickups if you're just completely getting rid of it and not donating it. And as usual, please do not try all of these things in one day. If you need help with it, there are professional organizers out there. I have one on my show. At the time this episode will air, I've had one on my show and I'll be having another one coming up soon as well. So you can reach out to them to help you get organized. You can go online. There's a lot of like different tips and stuff like that and checklist on how to help you get organized. So just take the time, take your steps, but don't wait until 2024 is walking in your door to be like, let me get this organized. I hope you all
Thank you for listening. Please make sure to follow and rate the podcast whenever you listen.